Well, hello everyone. Nikki two times coming at you again with another Sunday Funday. We're on episode 81. Sorry for the late start, folks. Baby girl was wanting a snack. Wifey had to take care of all that before I can get rolling here. Happy New Year to out there. I hope the new mic sounds wonderful. It's my son's mic. It's what he wanted for Christmas for his live streams. He's been gracious enough to let me use it. So let me know if everything sounds good, if we're off a little bit. We have in the chats my man Dave, Fried Ball. We've got Paul Page Jr. Moon over Miami is in the house. We've got my alternate ego, Black Dragon Sports Shorts. We also got coming through Kenneth Bird. And then we have Sean, the Jedi Master. And coming in, my good pal, Sith Lordly over on the Spine Takes Live channel. It's been a wonderful day of football. It's been a wonderful day of sports. It's been a lousy week for your man, Nikki two times. Still sick. Still feeling it. Sound is drowned. All right, so we will cut that down a little bit. It's good to have you guys here. Yes, I'm definitely still a bit under the weather. I bought myself a couple more days off to try to recover. I'll have till Thursday before I have to go back to work. Not looking forward to that, but definitely looking forward to getting better. This nasty cough, had about 4 or 5 days of a fever. That's why there was no show last week. And thank you to you guys out there that did hit me up on instant messengers and all that other fine stuff, asking me how I'm doing. I am doing a little bit better, but not perfect. Oh, well, yeah, this is never the best camera anyways there, Moon. But hopefully we're doing not too bad. I don't have as many slides. I have most of the sports slides, but I cut some of them out today as well. For your English Premier League, we are not looking. If this is just overpowering, I'll just you know what? Let's just get rid of the music altogether. Not a big deal. For your English Premier League, no slides. Just going to let you know we're 20 weeks out of 38 through. Arsenal still in the lead with 48 points. Manchester City and Aston Villa 42 points. Liverpool with 34. And Wolverhampton has actually won a game. They beat West Ham United this week. So they've got 6 points. They're still in the basement. West Ham is in 18th place, so they're still in a relegation spot too. So they didn't help themselves with the loss. As far as baseball goes, no immediate baseball news to go over with you guys, but if some big things happen, you might see me actually do some shorts or even a long form video. I might even just hop on an impromptu live to go over some of these baseball signings, but nothing immediate to talk about there. But since we have no baseball news, what I would like to do that I was going to do last week is I have a box of this to open, a hanger box of your Topps update series. We got my man Scotty in the house. What's going on, Scotty? Yeah, I would have liked to have seen our Eagles actually try to win today's game. They would have had the second overall seed and be going against the Packers. Not to be. We do have to play the 49ers. They'll be coming into our house next weekend. I haven't quite looked up when, what day of the week, Saturday or Sunday. Haven't really looked at that just yet. But when we get to the football segments later on in the show, we'll certainly go over some seating. Glad you got your package. Can't wait to watch you open it there, Scotty. Yeah, we definitely needed to play some players. I do like the fact that they did play Devonta Smith long enough to get his 1,000 yards so that he got his 1,000-yard bonus. All right, I'm going to open up some cards. Feel like I don't do that so much anymore. It's gotten kind of expensive over the past year or so. But I am going to open up this box, this hanger box. My son gave me this for Christmas. So I hope you all did have a wonderful Christmas since we didn't really get to talk about it since I wasn't here last week. I hope you all have had a happy new year. That's a good way to start off right there in the pack. It's just an stars of the MLB, but it is Kyle Schwarber for the PC. I won't go crazy looking at these, but I will put on the bifocals. Yeah, we do football mostly in the second hour there, Scotty. But I don't mind mixing it up and whatnot. Maybe depending on how many people start jumping in, maybe I'll do football this hour and save hockey and basketball for the second hour. We got my man Justin Smith in the house. What's going on, Justin? Justin is my Hall of Fame subscriber to the channel. Like to thank him. Also like to thank all my all-star members. That's Jazambi. Two balls are better than one. Small Town Rips. Brittany. Tex Carnage. And Yodine. Thank you all to my channel members. Appreciate it. All right. All right. I don't think I'm going to go through. This is a lot of, you know how it is. Lots of base. If I see a certain player or rookies, we got a rookie. We've got a Nolan Jones out of the Guardians for the PC. Second favorite team. PCA has a day. Shout out to my man BC, who has not been on in a little while, but hopefully we can get him back on someday soon. And unfortunately, you'll probably hear a little bit too much sniffling since I'm not perfect. Jeff Hoffman, who couldn't close the deal for the Phillies 2 years ago, certainly couldn't close the deal in the World Series this year, but still a decent ball player. Speaking of Brittany, we've got Brittany in the house. Welcome in, Brittany. This is always for you if I can find it. Oh man, let's move that out of the way a little bit here.
Hello, cutie pie.
Hello, cutie pie. All right, a few more base. Rookie pitcher Cade Horton. That's one to get. Oh, wait a second. And the rookie debut as well of Cade Horton. So 2 solid cards right there, back to back. And on to the better than average cards. We've got a gold. Those are the cards that are out of 2025. Brandon Young. What's going on, Daniel? Good to have you here, buddy. And your stars of the MLB. Again, Kyle Schwarber. My man, Juan Soto. Yeah, as we get closer, I will certainly put dates out as a reminder to everybody there, Justin. We got Matt Chapman and Spencer Torkelson. We've got 35-year anniversary 1990 design, Robert Hassel III. We got Jim NFL in the house. What is going on there, Jim? This is a pretty decent looking card. Most valuable player 2019, Cody Bellinger, Dodgers. Shout out to Sith Lordly. Then we have our, I think they're called like Diamantes. We got Matt Gorski, rookie from Pittsburgh. We got a Burger, Jake Berger from the Texas Rangers. A shout out to my good friend Justin over at Three Good Nerds. And lastly, seems like pitchers follow me everywhere. We're looking at from the Brewers, James Meeker, rookie, pink Diamante. To finish this off, they might not be called Diamantes in the baseball, but that's what they're called in the basketball series. Very very cool, Justin. You like the pink? Like the pink? Pink's not bad. I might end up having to step away just for a second. Of course, as much as I've had this cough and stuff, I haven't really had that much of a runny nose. As soon as I hop on here with you guys, like now my nose is like running like a sieve. I might have to end up blowing my nose real fast. And I don't want to use my long video yet. I have one good video to play later on. What'll be my going to the bathroom video if I need to use it. A couple other little things I'll show too before I get into some of the other sports stuff that I did show 2 weeks ago on Spine Ticks Live, but my good friend Sith really hooked me up. Gave me an eBay gift card for Christmas and just being a friend, and didn't have to do that. But I spent it wisely. I feel like I spent it wisely on eBay and picked up 2 slabs. We're looking at, they're both 2021 Upper Deck. We have a Green Dazzlers, Trevor Zegras, who now plays for the Philadelphia Flyers, as well as the Young Guns, Trevor Zegras. I really have started to like this guy. He's our points leader. awesome player. Was, in my opinion, snubbed. Should have been on Team USA. Well, yes, loyalty definitely is a rare commodity, and you have my or unwittingly, or undying uh, appreciation and loyalty, Sith. Um, you own that time slot every Saturday night, and if people don't like it, that's just too bad. This is the time I like to run, and you're always here. I can always count on you to be here, and I will always be there, whether even when I'm not able to be on panel like I was a couple weeks ago for the wrestling event. I still tried to make an appearance because I consider you a good friend of mine. And be damned all those haters that are out there that don't like you or don't like us or don't like Swag, because Swag's the one who causes all the trouble, not us. It's all Swag's fault. But we enjoy this. It's a fun, laid back atmosphere. And you know how it is. If they don't like it,
and tell you, shut your bitch ass up.
That's right. Cybal, shut your bitch ass up. We're here to have fun. Bring on the trolls. Bring on the crazy cat ladies. Bring on the cool cat ladies, because, we got both sides right now. Bring on the awesome travel people, but bring on the weirdo travel people as well. They come in all shapes and sizes. Bring on the awesome people to the north, and bring on your drug addicts and degenerates of the north as well. They're all welcome here. Who's not welcome is the troublemaker, Uncanny Swag, who is in the house. What's going on, Swag? Made it just in time for me to put the headphones down for 1 second, blow my nose. Scotty, give me a shout out and let me know if you are here. I think we'll switch. We will do football first and do basketball and hockey second. Be right back. All right, sorry about that. All right, so we will do football and get everybody's thoughts on the happenings of football. Definitely helps me to get through being part of Line Spine Text. Yes, I concur there, Justin. Yeah, those who know you know that you've had some rough stuff, and anything I can do to have you move on to the next day and the next day, have a smile on your face, I'm definitely here for it. That's what the community is all about. Anyway, like, it's been just being sick. It's been rough, laying in bed all week and doing nothing. Felt good to be with my boys last night over on Your Team Sucks / Spine Ticks Live, and then to now be here with you guys tonight. It's a good thing for your mental health. All right, little football talk. A lot of football talk however we want to look at it. I think I got it. Yeah. Just going to go over scores. Just feel free to chime in as I'm talking. I will stop as often as I can. But the scores: Panthers 14, Bucks 16. I thought that was all that was needed. Whoever won that game, but that was not the case because the Falcons won over the Saints today, 19-17. That put the Panthers in. So congratulations, Panthers, and Bucks. You could suck it. Seahawks 13, 49ers 3, Colts 30, Texans 38. The Browns won today 20-18 over the Bengals. Congratulations to Myles Garrett, your single season sack leader. Very impressive. For the best way I could put it is you play for a team where they're passing. These teams are passing early on you and then running a lot because they already have a good lead. So they're running a lot in the second half and not giving you a chance to really get rolling. So you don't have the opportunities. You're also getting double and triple teamed. So, pretty impressive stat from Myles Garrett. Maduro of the cat community. Absolutely. Packers 3, Vikings 16. Packers are limping their way into the playoffs. Titans 7, Jaguars killing it, 41 points. Giants with a rare win, 34-17 over those stinking Dallas Cowgirls. Rams 37-20. Raiders with a win as well, 14-12 over Paul Dave's Chiefs. I'm sure Paul's not here right now, but he was earlier. I didn't get a chance to heckle him about his Chiefs. My Eagles with the loss today, unfortunately, 17-24. Commanders with the win. Patriots with another win, 38-10. Lions 19, Bears 16. That was the big game. The Bears lost, giving us hope, giving Philadelphia hope for the second seed, all for us to not have our starters play and for us to lose the game. Swags Broncos 19-3 over the Chargers. Hell of a defensive team. They have the number 1 seed. We got the Bills 35, Jets 8. MVP Stafford. So for some reason, people are definitely looking more towards Drake May than Matthew Stafford. But as I dove a little further into the stats, Stafford has more yards. Stafford has way more touchdowns. Drake May has, but a lot more attempts than Drake May. Drake May does have a higher QB rating, followed by Stafford and Goff and Allen. I know my man Swag would say that Bo Nix would be up there as a possibility. Yes, a very long shot possibility. It's going to be a 2-person race. It's either going to be Stafford. I think today Stafford did himself some justice. 4 touchdowns today to Drake May's 1 touchdown to finish off the season. But they both finished off with wins. Yeah, Bo was good though. Bo did his job for the offensive side, while the Broncos have had a tremendous defense, and defense wins championships. So if anything's going to happen, it's that. So what I do have, no slides, but what I kind of put everything together the best I could right there in the NFC. You have the Seahawks with the number 1 seed. I didn't even have them in the playoffs. So what I'm not gonna go through everything that I did on my predictions. I'm just gonna kind of just with the teams that made it kind of where I thought that they were going to be. Bears with the 2nd seed. Obviously, I had them dead last in the North, uh, and they have the 2nd seed. Eagles with the 3rd seed. I did have them as the number 1 seed, and that was kind of apparent about week 11, week 12 that that wasn't going to happen. Congratulations again to the Panthers for the 4th seed. Did not have them making the playoffs. Rams in the 5th seed. I had them making the playoffs, but I had them in the 7th seed. 49ers, I had them in the 3rd seed, but they're in the 6th. And the Packers having the final spot. I had them having the 2nd best record. I thought that they were going to be a solid team. I thought the Commanders were going to be a solid team this year too. Seahawks being pretenders. I'm not sure about that. Swag, I think Sam Darnold has been decent. Other players have been really good. I think the Vikings are, they made a mistake getting rid of him. Not saying he's an elite quarterback by no stretch of the imagination, but I think they regret the decisions that they made. Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I am a little again disappointed. Uh, I think the Eagles are going to have a hard time with the 49ers. I think they would have ran over the Packers. We seem to always get the Packers and have their number, and it sucks that it didn't happen again this year because we would have had them with the 2 seed. But you never know. I think Bears might, they might surprise you at least and take down the Packers. And honestly, would not be shocked if the 49ers actually beat the Eagles. But we'll see. Eagles still have a very good defense. So we'll see how that game transpires. Over to the AFC. We got the Broncos with the number 1 seed done in wonderful fashion today. I did have them making the playoffs. So don't get it twisted there. I had them with the 7th seed though. I did not think the Patriots were going to be any good. I did not think the Jaguars were going to be any good. 4 seed still up. That's going on right now. Steelers versus the Ravens. I did not have the Steelers. I did have the Ravens as the number 1 overall seed. And obviously that's not going to happen. But let's see if they at least make it so that some of my other prediction playoff wise can come down. We got Matty Ice in the house. What's going on there, Matty Ice? Big old smackdown from University of Indiana during the holidays. that was a good one there, Matty. Texans, they had that 5th seed. I had them with the 3rd best record. Bills with the 6th seed. I did have them having the 2nd best record. And then we have the Chargers in 7th. I had them winning their division and being in 4th. So that did not happen for a while. For a good portion of the season, it did. But then they just kind of collapsed a little bit. And the Broncos were, at the end of the day, a much, much better team. So still things possible. I did have the Eagles and the Commanders for the NFC Championship, and I did have the Bills and the Ravens. So if Ravens win today, it's still a possibility, but probably not very likely. And then the Bills and the Eagles in the Super Bowl could still happen, but seriously doubted at this point. not ready to put any kind of money towards that. Do have 12 of you here. Thank you very much for being here. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that like button. Feel free to jump into the chat. We're having a pretty good chat on football right now. And since we're talking football, and I do have a few more cards that I can open up, my son had also given me a couple packs of Score. I guess these are out of retail. We'll open these 2 packs, see if we get any awesome stuff out of it. Always appreciate every single one of you. Moon is the man. Moon. I can count on Moon every week. I can count on Moon when I do impromptu lives, whether he's there or he comes and checks it out later. Always appreciate it. See, not a bad way to start. We got the number 1 overall pick, Cam Ward. Is that Savion Williams, DJ Goddins, Malik Neighbors, Daniel Hunter. That's not bad. Michael Penix Jr., Isaiah Pacheco, Justin Herbert, Scary Terry McLaurin. Oh, a big old sack beast in his own right back in the day. Former Jet, Mark Gastineau. Edgerrin James. And what is that? Nick Bolton to finish us off there. One more pack. You know, you're not really going to find much in Score. But, yeah, sometimes you find an okay numbered card. He wants his sack back. Justin knows. I'm very familiar with the sack. Wanting the sack back. All right, do I want to do this like this? Yeah. Let's flip it all out. All right, Grady Jarrett. I didn't feel like putting the glasses back on, so a little hard to read. Kavonte Turpin. Fred Warner. So linebacker, but with a ball in his hand. So he must have had an interception. Josh Allen, last year's MVP. Josh Riccardi. I know my man Justin W. Smith is thrilled that his man Trevor Lawrence is in the playoffs. We got the new, we got multiple records being broken this year. The new single season receptions by a tight end, Trey McBride, in this pack. Tajay Spears. We got Curtis Rourke. Malachi Starks. Kobe Bryant. And then on your, I don't know what you call this, but like a throwback. Got a throwback Cam Ward. And last card, league leaders, Trey Hendrickson, 17.5 sacks. 17 and a half ain't so bad, but it ain't no 20, what was it, 23. But 17 and a half ain't so bad. But maybe next year, kid. Maybe next year. We are flowing right along. I'm certainly in not trying to spread this out to make it 2 hours if it doesn't have to be 2 hours. Um, again, I am still under the weather and such. That cough sounded so fake. Like I gotta go. But before I move on, let's talk football. I'm leaving this up to you guys. If there's anything you guys would like to add in the chat, anything football related that you would like to add or question me or other folks in the chat about, feel free to do that at this point before we do move on. Oh, I appreciate it, Daniel. Hey, it goes the other way too. I appreciate any time that you give me. I know you have been working real hard on Sundays, Daniel, and are able to come in this week, so it's much appreciated. Do I hate? Well, I hate quite a few of those. I hate quite a few of those guys, defensive backs that we have. I've hated quite a few of those defensive backs that we've had over the years. There, Scotty. But yeah, Keely's definitely not held up his end of the bargain. Thankfully, we've got players like Quinion, Blankenship, Cooper DeJean, your awesome linebackers, Zach Bond. Geez, I'm forgetting everybody's name right now. Rookie of the year. I didn't put much stock in it there, Justin. You're gonna have if you give me a list of 3 or 4 names, that'll be a better way for me to say, yeah, Egbuka, pretty decent. I think if Jackson Dart had not gotten hurt, even though he's not on a very good team, I think, he's played well, but he's not going to get rookie of the year. Amarian Hampton, he was hurt for a decent portion of the year. You have players like Gianti from the Raiders who did pretty decent for a crappy team. I don't know where he ended up, but I know the guy from the Panthers was supposed to be highly touted. I don't know what his numbers ended up looking like. I can kind of gauge that pretty fast, though, at least as far as what I'll do real fast here is I will look up. I like to go to a place, and you'll see slides later for hockey and basketball. Yeah, McMillan. I go to a site called statmuse.com. Statmuse, you go into it, you go in the search bar and just type in like points leaders, and it'll give you all your top players, NBA, NHL. You can do the same thing with NFL. So if I'm in here right now, just type in 2025 NFL rushing leaders, or sorry, NFL rookie rushing leaders, just for starters. So that didn't pop up at all. So I guess it doesn't work as well for NFL as it does for the other sports. Yeah, that didn't work either. Oh, guys. No, I get it. NFL rookie rushing yards. Hmm. Yeah, it's not doing exactly what I would expect. But that's a good way to look for it. Maybe I'm just punching in things wrong. But if you go again, if you go to StatMuse, you can find out some really cool different stats in StatMuse. Like if I put in 2025 NFL rookie receptions leaders, maybe that'll actually pop up. Nope, it did not. Yep, it did not. It's okay. No biggie. Doesn't work as well as the other sports. No biggie. Sorry about that. Got all tied up trying to make it work for me. Not really sure why. What did Abdul Carter do that was really extraordinary? I didn't hear his name at all. Well, this is what it looks like. I will pull up just so you guys can see it real fast. For example, we're not going to get into it just yet, but this is what it looks like on StatMuse when you punch in 2025-26 NHL points leaders, and then boom, this pops up. Pretty self-explanatory on how the site works. Maybe I'm just punching in something a little bit wrong or that they're not reading properly. Maybe I should just be doing touchdowns or who knows. Let's try one more time. We'll try 2025 NFL leaders. Yeah, for some weird. Very strange. Very strange. All right. Enough of that. I'm wasting a lot of time on that. Daniel, we'll get into that the hockey and the Celebrini talk in just a moment. Let me just double check, make sure I've hit all the other points. All right, yeah. So let's get into the hockey. We'll start off with Swag's favorite slide, and that's your NHL fantasy. As he would say,
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
I care. I care that I'm in, I have moved into second place. Was a long ride to get back up there. We've got my son Ethan in first, my other son Nick in third, and the wifey way down in last place. Still a long season to go. But that's how our hockey fantasy family league is shaping up. Let's get into. There we go. So this is kind of what we're looking at right now. We're about to, I think, go on break real soon for the winter break and the Olympics coming up. Next week, I'll have dates for all that. Right now, we're looking at in the Atlantic Division, Tampa Bay with the top record of 53 points, Detroit Red Wings with 52, and Montreal with 50. Over in the Metro, 51 points for Carolina Hurricanes, 50 for the Islanders, 49 for my Flyers, with Washington at 48 points and Pittsburgh Penguins at 47 points to have the two wild card spots holding strong right now. Believe it or not, folks, you see that right. Buffalo Sabres 1 point out. Unbelievable. Buffalo Sabres, you're one of your biggest laughing stock teams out there. Just 1 point out. You got the Columbus Blue Jackets. That's another team you're used to seeing in the bottom. They're the most losingest hockey franchise, I believe, since the turn of the century. I just saw a stat somewhere recently on that. So that's what you have here for the East. Let's get the West stats up there. Not much has changed at all on the top. Best team in hockey, the Colorado Avalanche, 69 points. Never hear the end of it from our friend Swag. His teams are doing incredible at this point in time. 69 points, 58 for Minnesota Wild and 57 for the Dallas Stars. Over the Pacific, 46 points for Edmonton, 45 for Vegas Golden Knights, 45 for Anaheim. With Seattle and Los Angeles with 43 points apiece for the wild card spots, but San Jose is right there as well with 43 points. Winnipeg, there's a team that was pretty good last year, was a surprise, was a top tier team, is in dead last this year. Calgary, they were horrible earlier this year and then has gone on a nice, good home winning streak that has produced points for them. We'll see if they can continue. It was good to see that Edmonton Oilers team get defeated the other night by my Philadelphia Flyers 5-2. It's the Boulder Avalanche. Yeah. They were struggling a lot more mightily earlier this year, Daniel. So at least they're kind of a little bit more in the hunt. I think what's been good for some of these teams is some of these teams have not had many injuries. Some of them have had a lot. Chicago without Connor Bedard has not been good. Speaking of another snub, Bedard not making Team Canada. Again, Zegras and a handful of others not making Team USA. I saw this stat as well. 5 of the top 10 U.S.-born scorers in the league this year are not going to be on Team USA. So that's a travesty. you want to have the best of the best and the ones that are playing the best, not just your popularity contest and the flashy name or whatnot. I mean, this is international hockey. This isn't you're trying to put butts in the seats here. So it's not like you're trading for somebody to be on your Maple Leafs or your Canadians or whatever. You're just trying to put fans in the stands, so to speak. This is international hockey. You want the best of the best. And if you're leaving out 5 of the top 10 scorers this year at home, that's not the best of the best. But I digress. Let's look at our leaders and who we do see in those slots. Make sure I didn't miss any of your comments. All right. Again, there is your league leaders. Nathan McKinnon taken back over the first spot. He was McDavid did hold that spot for a week or two, but McKinnon is back in the top slot with 74 points. McDavid 72. Celebrini, second year individual, 63 points. That's impressive. Can't seem to get his team to win more games though, but he's doing well. Kucherov with 59, Draisaitl with 57. Ratton 56, Natchez 53, and so forth. Kaprizov 49 down to Boldy. Robertson, I believe, is another guy who got shafted and is not playing for Team USA. Look at that. 11th best in the whole league, and he's not playing for Team USA. All right, on to your rookie guys. Again, I've said it before. Once we get past football season, we'll start diving deeper into implications on who you're like MVP talk for both hockey and basketball, as well as your rookie of the years for both sports. Right now, doing kind of top 12, but you can already tell that the top like 2, 3, or 4 guys are separating themselves here. By the time we get another month in and football is coming to a close, maybe this gap will open up even more. But right now, yes, Demidov is back on top with 35 points. Seneca in second with 31. All the way down to, for your 12th place, Nikishin, 16 points. Other guys like that I always point out, Bume with 18 and Levshunov, defender for the Blackhawks. He's got 19 points. All right, Scotty, I appreciate you being here. I can't wait for you to open up the stuff. Nothing crazy in the package that I sent you, but I did send you a lot. And hopefully quite a few of them you don't have yet. But it's going to be nice to watch you open that stuff. You have a wonderful night. Go Birds. We're cruising right along, and I still have this video. I am going to play it regardless whether I need a pee break or not. I have a really nice video that was sent to me for my use from my friend, Guitar Off the Cuff, David S., who I met over on Spine Tick's main channel, then now Spine Tick's live, and your team sucks. He has become a friend of this channel as well, and I give full credit to my man Sith for introducing me to David. You know, unlike some of those other YouTubers out there who it's all about the take, no give, or giving kudos or credit where credit is due. I give it all. Yeah, too much take out there. Not not here. I like to just I like when people from that crew has definitely supported me here. It makes me feel good that you know, my contribution has been good over there. That they're willing to spend a second night hanging out. Not to mention too, you know, like it's cool when they're here, because when you're for your show and you're hosting and you gotta move the show along, uh, you get to talk to us a lot, but not to the people in chat as much. So it's cool when they come here, and then you can just like relax and chat with them in my chat. So I like when our friends come in here as well for that. All right, on to NBA. We're cruising right along. We'll probably still at least, yeah, again, not be 2 hours, but we'll go another 20 minutes, half hour or so. All right, NBA Eastern Conference. Make sure I had that going on. Okay, yeah. So we have the Detroit Pistons leading the Eastern Conference. 25 wins, 9 losses. New York Knicks 2.5 back. They were beaten by my Philadelphia 76ers the other night. Again, Philadelphia is holding the 5th spot at 19-14. Boston doing pretty darn good in the 3rd spot, 22-12, without Jason Tatum. We've got Atlanta in the last play-in spot, you know, waiting for some rumblings there's some rumblings out there that some trades might be in the works. You could be seeing Trey Young no longer in a Hawks uniform, and you could possibly be seeing LaMelo Ball not playing for Charlotte any longer either. So, you know, it's going to be interesting as we approach the deadline for next month. Let's see if there's some blockbuster trades to be had. All right, so on to that Western Conference that has the San Antonio Spurs in it. We're looking at the Thunder up at the top, 30-5. 3 of those losses did come to the hands of the San Antonio Spurs, who are sitting 5 games back at 25-10. Denver holding strong at 23-11, but they are going to be without Nikola Jokic for the next month. Let's see if they can put together enough wins to keep themselves in that top 6, at least be in the play-in. But maybe they can try to stay in the top 6 along the way. Then we have, you know, just your dregs at the bottom. Dallas Mavericks. Love my boy Cooper Flag, but him and his Mavericks got owned by VJ Edgecombe and my 76ers earlier in the week. Or last week, or I forgot exactly what day it was, but, you know, battle of the rookies, and my guy took it. There is your points leaders, points per game leaders. It's still Luka at the top. SGA, my man Tyrese Maxey looking solid. And Jaylen Brown and Donovan Mitchell rounding out the top 5. I want other good top players. Kawhi Leonard, Cade Cunningham. Well, I think Cade Cunningham is like your outside shot MVP. I mean, with his team in first, you got considerations, second place votes, third place votes, and such. He's not going to win it, but his name will be mentioned, I think, as we continue the year. Speaking of the rookie leaders and Cooper Flagg and VJ, there you are right now. Top 3. Con Knipple, 19.4. Cooper Flagg, 18.9 points again. VJ Edgecombe, 16.5. Over there in Dallas, they don't exactly have many scores. Neither does Charlotte. VJ does what he's supposed to do. Again, as we get closer, we'll start looking at other stats after football's over. We'll start looking at all the other important stats, rebounds and assists and such, and points per replacement. I'll try to get into that. I know Sith likes all those other quirky stats out there to look at the best. So we'll look at that points per replacement and such. But we got some other good guys up there too. Jeremiah Fears, Dairy Queen, Coward, Ace Bailey. They're all sitting up there. But I feel like the top 3 or 4 are separating themselves from the pack. Quirky stats are your middle name. All that analytics and such. Yeah, so we are not closing this show down early because there's something wrong. I know the detractors always say, "Oh, he's really starting to come downhill because his shows are only lasting an hour now. They're not lasting 2 hours." Well, I also did it. I sped up and moved a lot faster tonight so that I can continue to get some rest and bring some of the heat. Next week, again, I'm going to start doing some videos and impromptu lives again during the week as stuff pops up, because those watch hours have like fallen apart. I do have a couple other things I'm going to go over before we close it, but I think I'd like to play this video for all you folks. Again, it's about a minute and a half. This came from my man, Guitar Off the Cuff, David S. Enjoy. All right. So thank you, David, for that cool. He said he was making up different music and such, and this dubstep kind of sound and higher energy. He said it made him think of me and the energy that I bring. So I appreciate that, David. Uh, well, I'll try to have that in regular rotation, whether it's in the intro to the show or a pee break song in the middle. But any of you guys that are out there that are on that like creative outlet and looking for an outlet and want to send me any kind of clips that I can use in the future, that'd be awesome. I certainly like to use what I can. If you notice my logo, that came from a friend to the channel with the Nikki two times and the eagle in it. That came from a friend to the channel as well. So I like to incorporate stuff when and helps other people's outlets. So on to the next order of business. We are done the sports portion, but I do have a little bit of entertainment stuff going on. We were talking Stranger Things. I am not completed, but I am into season 4 and can't wait to binge. Since now I do have a couple more days off. I bought myself some time off from going to urgent care today. They're allowing me to stay out of work for another 3 more days, so I'll go back to work Thursday. But I'll try to binge out season 4 and season 5 over these next couple days. So that'll be interesting. But there's a couple movies I just watched. Now, if you're a nerd, you might want to pop in on this. It's not necessarily a nerdy movie, but I just watched a horror movie, The Long Walk. And reason that's significant to you nerds out there is Mark Hamill, the voice of the Joker, Luke Skywalker himself. He's the villain. He doesn't do a lot. I feel like Mark doesn't do a lot of projects, but he was the villain in this film. And I thought it was a pretty well done movie. Basically, the way I can preface it is they live in a society where it's a down dystopian, not fully dystopian, but like a dystopian society. And to try to gain morale, you have like 50 young men, I guess, that just turned like 18 or whatever, or between like 18 and 21, and they start to walk. And there can only be one survivor of it. So you got all these young men, and it's an interesting ensemble. Not too many people that I know. There's a David Johnson, did a hell of an acting job, and another actor of note who was one of the top leads, Cooper Hoffman, who's happens to be the son of Philip Seymour Hoffman, that tremendous actor. Sorry, losing my train of thought, but a pretty good movie. I give it I suggest giving it a watch. It's more of a if you're into like shocking displays of killing, yeah, not to give away stuff, if you're into that Squid Game type stuff, you'll like it. Women can kind of dig it a little bit too, because it's almost like it's a weird, twisted thing on like a coming to age story of all things. Another movie I do want to watch is a Korean film called The Great Flood. I can't wait to watch that. I want to watch that. And then now I didn't write it down. There's another movie that's out in theaters right now. The guy who played the bad guy in Squid Game. Since we were talking Squid Game, he's in a movie that's out right now. This year. New Return of the Living Dead. So our horror guru Justin has spoken. I'll have to make a note of that, Justin. Scream. I'm not a huge Scream fan. I'm not saying I hate Scream. Scream is not, and I do like slasher films. I love the Terrifier movies. But I would definitely. I'm a huge zombie fan, so a Return of the Living Dead movie that would be right up my alley. Your oldest is a dubstep artist and works for Nintendo. Wow, very cool, Justin. I didn't notice that you said that earlier. That's awesome. All right, so guys, that's almost it. I didn't. Maybe next week or the week after or something, I'll get into more what's going to happen this year on the channel. I like to change things up. I almost did it tonight a little bit, but once you get in a new year, you want to change even the slightest things to just feel like it's fresh. So it'll be a new logo for Sunday Funday at some point, so it's a new thing. I don't foresee me changing my main logo with the eagle anytime soon because I really like this logo. But just trying to keep up on doing new and interesting things that I like to do that, hopefully you come along for the journey with me and ride and have a good time with me, whether it's me doing these Sunday lives or lives during the week, more shorts. Still going to keep up and try to do the other channel as well. Black Dragon Sports Shorts, sitting strong at 88 subs. I modestly would like to get that up to like a 500 sub channel for 2026. Nikki 2 times is sitting at 1,679. I could care less about really hitting any kind of big numbers with this channel sub wise anymore. I know I'm, as far as subs go, I'm pretty topped out. But maybe if I can hit 2,000 this year, that, as always, I always preach the watch hours is what I'm really trying to get at. That was a goal that thought would have definitely happened last year until you guys have been around. I feel like September hit, might have gotten a shadow ban. Me not being here last week didn't help the cause to start ramping it back up, but took out all those hashtags that I thought were hurting me and not talking about certain things that were maybe hurting. Close to 300 on the entertainment, 100 on the horror show. Guys, go check out Justin on both of his channels. His edits, his intros, his even just some of the stuff in the middle, and like he had snow coming down as he was doing stuff recently with the holidays and such. Definitely go check out Justin. He does a great job on his channel, and he far deserves better than to have just 300 and 100 on the two channels that he has. Yeah, you can. In the long run, Justin, you're probably right. In the long run, there's a lot more you can do with your horror channel, whether it's showing your memorabilia or doing when you did like your top 10 list and such. You could probably do a lot more with that channel and have a wider audience too. This card ripping and such is very small, niche. That's why I've had to add other stuff. That's why these I started also Sunday doing a lot of news talk and sports news than just cards because I can't rip cards for 2 hours. I actually don't want to show cards for 2 hours either, like parts of my collection. So that's why I had to kind of pivot and do some other cool stuff on the channel. All right, so I am going to leave us here at this point. I do appreciate you guys being here. Some of you from start to finish. Those shout outs, as always, like I like to give. My man Daniel Cryfall was here. Paul Daves Jr. was in the house. Moon over Miami. The alternate ego Black Dragon. Sports Shorts. We had Sean Jedi Master in the house. Scotty Hove, the mega box maniac, was here. Sith Lordly coming in. We had Justin W. Smith, Jim NFL, Uncanny Swag, and Maddie Ice Cards. If I did miss you. Oh, we have Brittany in here as well. Sorry, cannot forget Brittany. I will also shout her out, even though she did not come in tonight. But Veronica from Christy's Crazy Crafted Life, I'm not going to do it 10 times. Shout out to her as well, because she's here almost every Sunday. And anybody else that's ever supported the channel, thank you. As always, you have a wonderful night.